Yeah, just perfect. Hi, hello. Fun fact, I've been wearing this jacket way too much lately, and it's either going to continue to get compliments or slowly people are going to start questioning why I'm wearing the same thing every single day. My nose highlight is like poppin'. I'm so excited. I really want to stop looking like Justin Bieber. Okay. So today's video is going to be a little story time. I thought of this the other day and I really wanted to share. So, here we go. So as you may or may not know, I live very close to the Grove, and basically the only store that I frequent in the Grove is, if you know anything about me, Barnes & Noble. I was just minding my own business at Barnes & Noble, living my life. I had my headphones in because everyone knows, you know, the international sign of do not talk to me at all. My headphones in, jamming. Probably, Lord knows, probably Hosier, living my best life. Before the new album, the old album, so good, both of them. Shout out to Hosier. Anyway, there's 3 levels of the store, and I was on the 2nd level getting ready to go up to the 3rd because my main squeeze spot is like the terrace where I literally like go there all the time. If you wanted to find me, if I was like missing or something, check there first. Okay, so I was walking through the 2nd floor to get on the escalator to go on the 3rd floor, and something caught my eye. I actually believe it was marijuana like cooking or something like that. And mind you, if you don't know this about me, I don't smoke weed, but you know, it's legal here. Live your life, do what you want to do. No judgment, but I personally don't. But I don't know, like there was like a book with illustrations on it, and I thought the illustrations were cute, and then I realized later it was like weed cooking, and I was like, why am I here? But anyway, I stopped to like look at the illustrations on a book. I am a child, and I'm like flipping through the pages, looking down, still have both my headphones in. I see out of my peripheral vision like this person start to get closer to me. This is when I should have run. So this person starts getting closer to me. Just minding my own business, and I don't remember if he tapped my shoulder. I don't think he touched me yet. Just wait for that. He came closer to me, and he's like, excuse me, and of course I had to do the whole like cut to me taking out my headphones, alarmed, slightly baffled, and confused as to why someone is talking to me at this point. Yeah. He proceeds to open a comic book he's holding. He's holding a comic book, which he has fetched from the 3rd floor, and opens it to a specific page he has like, you know, bookmarked with his finger. Opens the book and he's like, I'm wondering if you could help me reenact this scene. I look at the page. It is Superman and Lois Lane kissing. Are you kidding me? So this man has the audacity to roll up on me whilst I have headphones in, minding my own business, looking at illustrative weed cooking books, and ask me to reenact a scene of kissing Lois Lane and Superman? What is my life? I stand there probably a good like, I don't know, 30 seconds, like dumbfounded. Let me show you. Yeah, that. I don't even know what I said at that point. I was just in shock. Like, I was like, did I really just take time out of my day to stop at this specific table so a man could accost me with a comic book right now? So then I honestly can't remember what I said. I think I just nervously giggled and like tried to put my headphones back in. Yeah. Obviously that didn't freaking work because this video is not over. Oh, not by a long shot. But I think he like tapped my arm. He was like, no, like I'm just like making a joke. I'm like here on vacation. I'm from Ohio. Cut to me like never trusting any man from Ohio ever again. I just like stood there staring at him dumbfounded. And at this point he had like cornered me. And I'm just like standing there so uncomfortable. And he tries to like just chat me up about life. And like, do I live here? Like, what do I do? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like severely uncomfortable at this point just because he's trying to hit on me and it's not working. So he continues to talk to me. At this point, I'm very uncomfortable and I just don't want to be there anymore. I actually wish I could like disappear. You know that meme of that like kid who just like vaporizes and like disappears into nothingness? That is what I wanted to do. But he's just continuing on his way and chatting me up. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's super nice. I'm gonna like head out now. And I start to like leave to go. This boy, he's like, oh, you're only not wanting to talk to me because I'm ugly. Boy, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No, you do not have the right to guilt me. I don't know you. I don't know you. You can't guilt me. But guess what, kids? He did guilt me. I didn't move. I don't think I said anything in response to that, but I didn't move or leave or go. I was guilted into staying in this situation. Looking back on this, I feel like I would have reacted differently, but this was actually probably like a year or two ago. So I was not as confident. I'm still not super confident, but I feel like now I would have been like, no. Beep. Bye. Guilted me into staying in this conversation. He then was like, do you want to go get some coffee? Yes, kids, the story continues. Now, being naive me who doesn't know how to say no to anyone, especially men that I don't know, I'm like, yeah, sure. We go up to the 3rd floor, which is where the coffee is in Barnes & Noble, if you didn't know, giving you that full diagram. We get there, we order coffee, he orders a coffee, he winds up throwing it away because he ordered the wrong, he like ordered it and was like, oh, I hope it's good. I'm like trying to be fancy to impress you, and he hates it. So he winds up throwing it away, and I'm just like, this is a joke. But I get coffee. He's like, let's walk to the farmer's market. I'm like, okay. I'm such an idiot, guys. We walk out of Barnes & Noble, we walk to the farmer's market. We find like one of those tables to sit down at, and we proceed to have the most uncomfortable, awkward date I've ever been on in my entire life. I honestly can't tell you what we talked about. I can't remember. I think I blocked it out because I was so uncomfortable. But yeah, it was just him sitting there being like, oh my god, you're so cute. Like, like, oh, one thing I specifically remember is, if you know me at all, like I'm very easily blushing. I think my ears are actually kind of red even now. I blush very easily either when I'm embarrassed or when I'm like working out or like dancing or whatever. I'm very easily red. So I was very anxious at this point. Like, I don't know this man. I hate people touching. He kept touching me like on my back, my arm. I was like, I hated it. I don't know why I didn't just like get up and walk away. But you know those times when you just feel so trapped for no reason, but you just can't leave? That's me. So he's like rubbing my back, like my upper back. It's not super creepy, but it's still creepy. I don't know this man. I can't stress this enough. He's like rubbing the top of my back and he's like, oh my gosh, you're blushing. Like, are you anxious right now? And I'm like, yes. I am actually so anxious, like I have anxiety. He's like, oh my god, that's crazy, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, I wanna die. I don't even know if I said anything to him, but I think he got the memo that I was anxious and I did not like him touching me, so I think he like held off on that. But he was just like, you're so beautiful and I'm only here for a couple days, like we should hang out and like do stuff, blah 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 blah. At this point, my insides have died. My insides are the tumbleweed in the movie that is like flowing past the screen. So we're just going along with this date. He's talking about himself. I think he told me what he did, like why he's here. I've blocked it out. Both me sitting there back in time and me currently, I don't remember what he said. It's probably been like 15-20 minutes now of me just straight up suffering. And I look down and I notice this beep has stolen the comic book that he used to pick me up from Barnes & Noble. And I'm like, did you pay for that? I don't think I even said anything. I just pointed down at the comic book sitting on the table and he was like, oh my god, I didn't pay for that. Hit on me with a comic book, opening to a page of characters kissing, guilted me into a date because he's ugly. He's now stolen a comic book from a store. What? So we get up, thank God, we're like walking back to Barnes & Noble, my safe zone. I'm like, yes, get me back to books, please God, away from this human being. So we go back, and he puts the comic book back, and he's like, so, can I get your number? Here's where the story just gets depressingly sad in the fact that I say, sure. Baby V, what are you doing? Yes, I let this man that I don't know have my number. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, feminism. I'm sorry to the feminists of the world. Like, I am garbage. I know this. I am aware. It was a lot. At this point, I give him my number, and he's like, well, as you know, I'm like leaving in a couple days, so like text me, hit me up if you want to go out, like blah blah blah, or I'm gonna text you. And before I walk away, this man is like, hey, text me so I know that you didn't give me like the wrong number. I hate men. Texted him, he has my number, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna freaking go now. And at this point, I still wanted to be in Barnes & Noble and like do my own thing, but I was like, no, I have to like leave. I don't want to be around this. I don't want to be in here anymore. I have to go. Goodbye. I leave, and this isn't the end of the story. Oh no. He texts me that night. Yeah, that night. And he was like, I'm going out with some friends. Yeah, do you want to like come? And I didn't answer. And then 2 days later, he's probably back in Ohio at this point. This is what this man says. Hey, I guess you hate me now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No, kids. I'm not kidding you. Yes. Guilts me yet again. This time I don't fall for it because I know that boy is back in Ohio, the heck away from me. So yeah, this whole thing started because he made a bet with his friends that he could get a date with me via that pickup with a comic book. He won the bet and I lost my soul. Cool. That is the story of how I got roped into an awkward date with a man I didn't know from Ohio via a comic book kissing scene. Who am I? I don't know. We're at the end of this video now. I just want to make a PSA. You do not owe men anything. You don't owe anyone anything. You have a right to say no. And I know it's scary. We live in a world where a lot of people literally get killed for like saying no to people. This has gotten really dark. I'm so sorry. But just know that you have the right to say no. Just be careful, know your surroundings, be aware, and say no. It's like you don't know this person and you don't care, like, bye, get away from me. No, sir. Yeah, just a PSA. Don't talk to men with comic books. That's it. Okay, bye.